Okay, you're going to need your Foundation Unit 4 booklet, and you are going to turn to the page titled Find a Fraction of an Amount. This is what we're going to look at today. So, as usual, I'm going to do the first one, we'll do the second one together, you'll try the third one on your own. The question is asking me to find 2/5 of 30. Now it's £30, but at the moment that doesn't change my method. I'm going to write 2/5 times 30 over 1. Now I've written 30 over 1 because it is 30 whole pounds, they're wholes, so we're split into 1 equal part. So I've written 2 over 5 times 30 over 1. Now this is the bit where I can help myself. I'm going to do what we call some cross cancelling. I'm going to look at the 2 and the 1 and see if they have a common factor. They don't. I'm going to look at the 5 and the 30 and see if they have a common factor, which they do. I can divide them both by 5. And that is going to leave me 2 times 6 over 1 times 1. So I get 12 over 1, which equals 12. Now we're going to try one together. So we've got 2/5 of 25. I'm going to rewrite this as 2/5 times 25 over 1 because it's wholes. I'm now going to look and see if I can cross cancel. 2 and 1 only have a common factor of 1. 5 and 25 have a common factor of 5. So I can rewrite this. 2 times 5, 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 1 times 1, which gives me 10 over 1 equals 10. So 2/5 of 25 is 10. Now pause the video and have a go at the third one on your own. Okay, did we write, I've got my equals there, 3 over 7 times 42 over 1, which when I cross cancel, 3 and 1 don't, but 7 and 42 do. So I'm going to have 3 times 6 over 1 times 1, which equals 18 over 1 equals 18. Right, you now have 3 questions to think about. Why does the denominator become 1 on the integer? Remembering what integer means. What did I do to my 30? So I ended up with a 6. And then a trickier one. How could I work backwards to work out what fraction I was finding? Okay, pause whilst you have a think about those. So why does the denominator become 1 on the integer? It's because it's a whole number, so it's split into 1 part. Because remember, that's what the denominator tells us, how many parts we are split into. What did I do to 30 to make it 6? Well, we can look back up here and remember I did my cross cancelling. I divided this numerator and this denominator by 5. And as long as you are dividing one numerator and one denominator, they don't have to be both in the same fraction. So divided by the highest common factor with 5. This one's a bit trickier. How could I work backwards to work out what fraction I found? So this is the question saying, maybe I might have been told that I've got a fraction of 64, so of some amount of 64, and I'm going to say that that equals 48. Now, there's a really easy way of doing it. I've got 48 out of 64, and I can just cancel it down. So my highest common factor, well, I'm not sure what my highest common factor is. A common factor is 8, so I'm going to start with that. I'm going to say 6 over 8, and I can see I can cancel that down. So it's 3/4. So 3/4 of 64 is 48. Make sure you've got the notes copied down. And now you are going to attempt this exercise. Pause whilst you do it, and then I will share the answers afterwards. Okay, check your answers. Make sure you mark down any corrections, and if there's anything you need to go over, put a little star against it, and remember you can use the QR code to check the Maths Watch video.